That's right, Scott and Camille. We are waiting for Phil Whitman here at the Stone Pigman Law Firm in downtown New Orleans. It looks like Mr. Whitman has just arrived and will be addressing the media momentarily. Of course, Judge Kern Reese denied the 3 heirs' request to have Mr. Benson removed on the grounds that he is mentally incapable of running his billion-dollar sports empire. So Tom Benson remains in control of his sports franchises. His attorney, Phil Whitman, just walked in moments ago. So in several minutes, we will hear from him about the victory for Mr. Benson and what is next. Obviously, there will be an appeal filed on behalf of the 3 heirs, Rita, Ryan, and Renee LeBlanc. But as of right now, we are waiting for Mr. Whitman, who I believe is coming to the podium right now to meet the media. Here he is right now to make a statement and potentially answer questions about Mr. Benson.
Attorney Phil Whitman.
I returned your call.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Phil.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Boy, it's a crowd. Well, I think you've already gotten the statement Mr. Benson released earlier, in which he talked about looking forward to having Coach Gentry take over from the Pelicans and get the football season started. And he's looking forward to having a good career and a good season here with the Saints and the Pelicans. And he's happy this is behind him. So, not much more I can add to that.
Phil, what do you think about Judge Kern Reese's ruling in your client's behalf?
I think it's a very well-reasoned ruling, a very good ruling, and a ruling that we frankly anticipated. We never thought there was any question.
Was it a good idea to have 3 psychiatrists look at Mr. Benson, and how crucial do you think that was to a favorable ruling for him?
Well, it was not my idea, it was Judge Reese's idea, and it turned out to be a pretty good idea. So, I'm happy with it.
Are you concerned about an appeal?
No. I'm not.
What is next for Mr. Benson? Obviously, because this fight isn't over.
I think what's next for Mr. Benson is to put this behind him and go on with his life the way he wants to go on with it. I mean, after all, the man's 87 years old. He's got a great career behind him and a great career still in front of him. He wants to enjoy it.
Can you talk about the nurse's testimony? That was one of the key elements, correct?
The nurse? Which one?
The one that was there when he signed over to Mrs.
I think she made it very clear that that was all Mr. Benson's doing. He was not influenced by anyone, and it was his decision to make the changes he made.
How crucial was that in this case, besides the psychiatrists?
Not nearly as crucial as my psychiatrist, but the medical really carried the case, frankly. But there's nothing more you can say about that.
Phil, we couldn't be in the courtroom, but characterize for us, if you would, Gail Benson's testimony. How crucial was she to the outcome?
She simply pointed out that Mr. Benson's daily activities, what they were, and how they were consistent with everything the psychiatrist said.
How high of a burden is it for a judge to determine someone isn't competent to handle their own affairs?
Well, it has to be proven by clear and convincing evidence that they're not competent to handle it. And they didn't come close to having clear and convincing evidence.
Is there any hope for a compromise at this point among family members, or are both sides too dug in?
My clients don't pay me to compromise. They pay me to try cases.
How difficult has this been for Mr. Benson with his heirs? Obviously, he alluded to that last week when the case ended. How difficult has this been for him, and how difficult will it continue to be if
well,
this drags on?
It was difficult. It was a difficult decision because he was closely related to his children, obviously. And it was not a decision he made in haste or out of anger. He thought about it, he agonized over it a good bit, and he made a reasoned decision.
Phil, you were in federal court this week fighting for jurisdiction over the succession issues. How important is that going to be to your client's case?
The federal court case is going to deal with the exchange of assets that was proposed in January, and that'll go on its own course.
Why is it important to keep that in federal court in New Orleans for you all?
It's important because Mr. Benson lives here, the teams are here, everything is centered here. The trustee from Texas has been here innumerable times, and he belongs here.
You said you felt good about this case and very confident. Do you feel very confident about the trust in the assets in litigating that, as far as Mr. Benson
I feel confident in all my cases, you know, that one too.
Have you heard anything from Judge Malazzo? Do you have any idea when she's going to rule on whether or not the
No.
succession issues will be heard here?
Do not. She's a very good federal judge, and she'll rule promptly, I'm sure, but I haven't heard anything as to when she's going to
What did Mr. Benson say when you called him?
He said, thanks. That's all.